Hello and welcome back to my vlog. I just finished eating and watching my lab procedure videos. And bro, this lab is gonna take so long because we do 2 labs since it's summer session, and this lab you have to wait 45 minutes for the reaction to happen, and then you start actually doing it. First you mix all the chemicals and then you wait 45 minutes. And so I'm not excited, but at least it's interesting. I'm going to be making soap from cooking fat, and then that's the first experiment, and the other experiment is making a chemical. I don't know what chemical, but I love lab. Last lab we made another chemical, and my percent yield was 99%. That means my thing that I made was 99% similar to the actual chemical that is already made. So I think I did pretty good. All my other lab mates, theirs was 40-50%, and mine was 99.8. So you could say I'm a scientist, I'm a chemist, Well, here's my outfit. Well, someone came into the elevator, so that was very awkward, but here's the thing. Riding to class, I convinced myself that I was 10 minutes late, but actually I'm 5 minutes early, so I guess I'll just take my time and ride to class. But it's so hot, and because it's a lab, I can't wear shorts, and I can't really wear a tank top, so I guess I'm just gonna be so sweaty when I get there. I'm 10 minutes early. Am I sweating? Oh gosh. And look where I have to go. All the way to the 3rd floor. At least it's cold in here. Oh, and look. I never look up before. Ew, it looks kind of like milk. Okay, well, here's my setup. Let's put it down. Beautiful. Oh, nothing happened.
It's like a chunky.
Doesn't say you're supposed to paper.
Look at my beautiful crystals. Wow. This. I'm back in the elevator, so here's a proper fit check. Can you honestly? There you go. Oh, there you go. I'm too hot for this. I'm sweating. Fucking lab. I hated lab today, but I'll tell you more when I get inside because I'm just too frustrated right now. Bro, need to calm down. I had to get a big cup of water because this past week I haven't had a water bottle because mine has mine is the one that grows mold in the, like, let me show you. Look, so I just saw this. That's my swimsuit, by the way. Look, is that mold or is that just like discoloration? And right here. So I haven't been using my water bottle since I found that because I'm like, what the hell? And it was cheap, so I just hate. So maybe I'll have to buy a metal one. And so maybe I'm just extra cranky because I haven't had any water since 12:30, and it's 5 o'clock now. But bro, either my TA has a power ego because he's like, oh, I'm in charge of the lab classroom, or he was trying to rage bait me all day. Because tell me why I asked him to come over for my setup because there's 3 different things connected. There's heating, there's a stirring, and there's water. And I'm like, so which one do I turn on first? That's what I asked him. I said, which one of these do I turn on first? And he goes, this is wrong. And he plugs in the heat. And I'm like, so I plug in the heat first? Like, it's not wrong. I just asked you, which one do I do first? Why are you coming over here and telling me that it's wrong? Nothing that I set up was wrong. I just didn't plug in the heat yet because I didn't know that I was supposed to plug in the heat. That pissed me off because I'm like, bro, I didn't do anything wrong. Go check so many people were breaking. 2 or 3 people broke glassware. This one guy broke a graduated cylinder because he was tapping it on the sink to get everything out. Bro, you're telling me I'm doing my stuff wrong when everything is perfect but just the heat isn't connected because I asked you which one to connect, but you don't say anything to the guy that breaks the glass because he's banging it on the fucking sink? And then he comes over because me and my partner, we're always the first ones done. We're always like ahead of everyone because everyone's just, I don't know, we're just more prepared. And because I already took organic chemistry at a different college, but the credits didn't transfer over, so I'm just doing all these lab experiments again, so I already know what I'm doing. So that's why I just go faster because I'm like, I've already done this before. And so he comes over because we're filtering out the soap, and he's like, no, this needs to be connected. This needs to be held by a clamp. And I'm like, okay, what's the difference? I'm holding it with my hands and the clamp is holding it. What's the difference? Same fucking thing. But anyway, I understand that part because he doesn't want it to break, so I just put the clamp on. But the thing that was uncalled for was that he came and he did this, and he was like, you're not supposed to have it like this. It's supposed to be on a clamp. And he spilled all of her soap out. I was like, bro, you couldn't have just told her? Why'd you have to shake it and spill all of it and then tell her that it was her fault that it spilled? You're the one that fucking shook it. I really was holding in my demons. And then I got a little bit angsty. I didn't have any more patience left. Because he's only telling this stuff to us. I feel like, I don't know if he goes around and is bothering everyone else, but like, it feels like he's only bothering us because he's there every 5 seconds. Like, there's no time for him to go bother someone else because he keeps bothering us every 5 minutes. Anyway, so he's like, he's saying, okay, go make sure that you clean your equipment with soap and water. Make sure you clean with soap and water. And I'm like, okay. So I just stayed doing my experiment because I was like, okay, I'm already on the second experiment. Everyone just finished their first experiment. I'm just gonna wait until they're done cleaning because there's only 4 sinks and there's 30 kids. So I'm just gonna wait until they're done cleaning so I can clean mine. And he comes over to me, he's like, clean it with soap and water, go clean it with soap and water. I'm like, bro, do you see all the sinks are filled? Like, I told him, I said, I know, I heard you the first time. I'm waiting for all the sinks because everyone is using the sinks right now, so I'm waiting for them to be done. You don't have to worry about me. I heard you the first time. And he's like, clean it with soap and water. I'm like, bro. And he's like, I just say it so that, because I don't want because we're using a different flask. Like, it wasn't our equipment. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but you get what I mean, okay? He said it's a very expensive flask in the beginning of class. And so he's like, oh, I just don't want the flask to break. I'm like, okay, how is the flask gonna break if it's sitting where you told me to put it? You told us to put it in this little, it's like this. It's a ring, and it's a round flask. It's a round bottom, so it sits there like this, so it doesn't fall over, because it's round. It's gonna... I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. This is how mad he made me. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, bro, you told me to put it on the ring. It's on the ring. How is it gonna break if it's on the ring? Everyone is using the sink. What the fuck do you want me to do? Do you want me to go wait there in line? I would much rather just do my experiment and then clean at the end. But one good thing that he did help me, because I forgot my stir bar, because it's a little white thing. It's like literally this big, and I left it on top of something white, and I forgot to go return it to the lab supply room. And he called me at the end when I was about to leave. He's like, and I was like, what? And he was like, your stir bar. And I was like, thank you, I'm sorry, I was so mean to you. But I wasn't mean. All I said to him was that thing when I said, I heard you the first time.